Hey guys, welcome back to the show. This is Desi Beats in the studios, man. I've got a legend, Mr. Luv Randhawa. Yay!
Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good, man. Things are good. I put my best suit on for you. You know what I'm saying? I thought, sada boy hona studio ch main kya kapde kupde change pa ke interview karange.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਡੋਰ ਤੋਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ oh god it's going to be a good one. ਲਾਲ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ.
What's happening, my man?
Good, bro. How you doing? ਹੋਰ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਠੀਕ ਠਾਕ?
Yeah, good. Just chilling. I'm glad you took the time out of your busy schedule to come talk to us, man. Really appreciate it.
No, thank you for first of all having me. I mean, it's great to sit beside the true legend of Vancouver, one of the true legends of Vancouver, and what you've done for this scene, nobody else has ever done. So,
hey, respect, bro. You know, we do what we got to do. We just try our hardest, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's get started. I'm gonna go right off the bat with kind of like your background. Now, I've known you 15 plus years, so this is kind of I know you, but what was it that wanted you to get into this industry? Like, what was like, because we all know it's a panga, all right? So like, what was it?
Bro. Honestly, when you're growing up, and number one thing, you always want to do something that not puts you in the spotlight, but it puts you out there. Apna jada kehde na banana, right? Meri idna sigi, I had a really quiet sigi dilon andaron. Like you do drama, you do all these things, but for me it was always being to make somebody else happy.
Okay.
When I saw people when I'm on stage now and before even.
Yep.
The big thing was to see someone happy, smile, dancing, even though they don't even understand Punjabi. Jehdi sadi maa boli inni hai na, rich and cultural wise it is. Our instruments, our music, our people. And I just wanted to bring that out for the youngsters that didn't understand Punjabi. Yeah. So for me, that was the biggest thing. And the second thing is, I enjoy being on stage. Jado, you see people dancing to what you're saying or singing what you have.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And it's the world's greatest feeling, bro.
So it's kind of like your way to preserve the culture.
Preserve the culture.
Give back.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Give back. Jina mere to hunda siga, me Punjabi ni dungi da hai nahi, but at the end of the day, what we can do the next generation, is our seva to our maa boli.
Yeah. So I've known you since the toll days and stuff. So obviously Bhangra is deep rooted in your blood. Yeah. Who are your major influences? Like before, maybe before, maybe now, have they changed?
Bro, you know what? Jehde apne asli legends hai, jehde apne maa boli de, the sevadars, right? Gurdas Maan Sahab, Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Sahab.
Yep.
Those are the true legends. Then you had the legends of the new generation of music, which was the Hiras, the Alaps, Pachangi Group, Achanak. So all these guys really played a big role in what I do. Malkeet Paji, the big thing about it, though, is they taught us Bhangra. They taught us music. They taught us what it is to be Punjabi. All these people that are saying, oh, main Punjabi haan. You're not Punjabi. You have no clue what Punjabi is. Just because you were born in Punjab does not mean you're Punjabi.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I agree.
And it hurts. It bugs me. But at the end of the day, Punjabi is what you are inside. As long as you respect the culture, the language, either you're religious or not, but at the end of the day, you respect who you are and what your roots are, and that to me is Punjabi.
That's a good question. So, can you elaborate on what when I say to you, how are you and why are you Punjabi? Like what is like the 3 words or whatever? Like how do you? Because I agree with what you're saying that just because you say Punjabi doesn't mean you're Punjabi. So what is it to you that's really important about that?
Punjabi is to me. It's in the blood, first of all.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Right? Number 2 thing, Punjabi is to be proud of your culture and your roots, what your parents have brought forward. Okay?
Yep.
And your granddads, your ancestry.
Right.
Okay? Then there's then Punjabi is the religious side of it.
Okay.
To me, I'm very religious. I'm very spiritual.
Yep.
I listen to part. I do part. I watch people do part as well. I learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And the biggest thing is, just because my Punjabi may not be the Tate Punjabi, doesn't make me any less Punjabi. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might sing a word wrong, as you remember in our days of recording.
You know what, man?
And you learn. And you have
learn.
somebody that is Tate or the writer come in and fix your pronunciation.
You know what? That I agree with what you're saying because we're from that generation.
Yes.
But I want to make something clear here, guys. Like, you know what? Yeah, you should know your roots, learn Punjabi. But at the end of the day, we are Western, and there's some things that we just cannot say.
Damn right.
First of all, and second of all, do you agree that Punjabi is evolving?
Punjabi,
whether we agree or not, whether we like it or not. So to those purists that say that tu gal bolda, you know what? Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly,
100%, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, look at hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop is a music genre based out of created a whole new language. We
Out
agree?
of the hood.
Whatever it may be.
Street talk.
I'm not saying that's what Punjabi should be, but give a brother a chance. That's all I'm saying, right?
100%. I mean, if we don't give the next generation a chance, you know what? The Punjabi that we're doing now and what's happening and coming out, it's gonna go away.
It's done. I agree with you 100%, man.
It's done 100%, Shada.
And that's why I do this show. Have artists like yourself, or maybe to explain to people that Punjabi music is not just folk, deep dungi lyrics.
Yeah, man.
There's more to it. There's a culture. There's clothing. There's food. There's everything.
Bro, you know what?
Right, and I'm glad you touched up on that.
The big thing. Look at the artists that are out there now that are doing major things in Bollywood or major things in Western world. Jay Sean, the guy's Punjabi. He's proud, and he's bringing the kids that have no clue in North America, that have no clue about what Punjabi is.
Yeah.
But they connect to him because the color of the skin. They connect to him because he is what he is. And at the end of the day, look at hip hop Punjabi.
Yeah.
How big is that evolved now?
Massive. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, and I love it because it's taking it to the next level. So kids like my kids, for instance, they will say, "Daddy, we connect to something that makes us proud of who we are."
It's relatable. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's that's been my argument ever since I started DJing.
Yeah,
we can all play the the Apna Punjab Hove songs. We can all play the all the folk stuff. It's fine. We all love that stuff. We all grew up on it. That's my first priority. But at the end of the day, if I would rather have my kid listen to something Punjabi that she can relate to, right, versus nothing.
Bro, you know what? As long as they even learn 10, 15 words every week, you know what? We've done our job.
Yeah.
And the rest is up to them.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree with you.
We teach them, not the Gurbani, but we teach them to go to the Gurdwara. We teach them about all that stuff as well.
Yeah.
We say, you know what, we matha take because this is what we're about.
Yeah.
We respect. Yeah. And that's what Punjabis are. And, there's major words that my kids are learning now that I'm shocked. Yeah. Because they've taken interest. When I YouTube dekh lo. Siddhi gal hai.
Yeah.
Okay, bro? My daughter and my son are on YouTube all the time. Superwoman.
Yeah.
Jess Rain.
Yeah.
But they're not connecting to the other side of Punjabi. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So technology, social media, all these things are teaching the kids, the next generation, of what Punjabi is. And as long as we can keep doing what we're doing, and to try to bring it out, like my new song, my daughter knows every single word.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. But does she speak Punjabi at home? Very little.
But then that's fair.
But we do what we do to try to make it move forward.
Speaking of technology and social media, how do you think that's impacted the industry?
Gandh.
You think so?
Gandh.
Okay.
To be honest with you, bro, you know
In what sense? This is a good question. I want to hear.
First of all, downloads, illegal downloads, screwed the whole industry. To be honest, fake YouTube hits, songs getting taken down by artists, and the record.
When you go to my site, I'm telling you, there's you can obviously tell there's no fake YouTube hits.
Exactly.
I'm generating organically. Speaking of which, this is on YouTube right now as we speak. www.youtube.com/djreminisce to actually see your bootia while you listen to this. So that's interesting you say that.
Yeah, the only good thing.
But you use social media, right?
I use it all the time. Okay, bro. You know why? Because I had to.
Okay.
And the reason why is because legends they're always going to be legends. They're always going to be recognized in society.
Yep.
Okay. Jithe name artists are or any artist, if you don't have a presence on YouTube or social media like Twitter, Facebook, jo vagara hai, right? That all it does is it just gives you an advertising way of bringing your name out. Siddhi gal hai. I mean, let's be very honest.
Yeah.
But if some artist, like let's say somebody doesn't like your song.
Yeah.
They can smash you right there and then and knock you down.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's brought artists up and it's also taken artists down. Okay?
Yeah, I agree.
We know all the big stuff that's happened in the last 6 months with artists. Yeah. Right? Because we follow. We are, again, just like yourself, we're into the industry. Yeah. People know us. But think about all the gund that's been out there by just fake fans or just haters.
Yeah.
If we can clean that up, the industry's alive.
Yeah.
And, so social media is a good thing in a way, but I personally think it's a bad thing because, you know what? I remember the days, I mean, you do too. You used to wait in line for Hira's next album. You used to wait and used to phone the video store. Oh, Paji, aagi album? Or Paji, di nami album aagi? Now it's, okay, well, But he hasn't even left India to release the damn album, and it's bloody well fucking on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook and YouTube already.
Yeah.
And people are illegal downloading. What is the feather? The artist put so much time, effort into an album.
Yeah.
I mean, my story, just a quick little thing. I'm just
go for it, man. This is your show. You do it,
we were leaving Bombay, bro.
Okay.
We sent the master copy of the album straight to a record label here.
Yeah.
By the time I touched ground, I got a phone call from the record label saying it's pirated already in California. The album. Forget about the songs.
Hey, it couldn't have been an inside job, bro. Nah, couldn't have been. Whatever, man.
But I mean, that's what media and technology has done to the industry as well.
It was, you know what? What's your take on sort of artist engagement with your fans? Do you think it's important now than ever? Now that it's kind of like a personal world? Like, are you constantly engaged with your peeps and kind of like... Because I know a lot of artists don't do that.
Yeah.
And it's funny when you read some of the tweets, Paji, please follow me. Paji, please. I look at it and I'm like, really? Like, are you that desperate? But then on the second thought, I'm thinking, buddy probably has no time.
Bro, you know what it is, to be honest with you?
How is it for you?
To me, every single tweet or every single Facebook message that I've been getting the last 13 to 15 years, since social media has been big, to be honest with you, I have personally responded.
Oh, wow.
Personally.
Well, that's good, man.
Okay? And there's holiday artists hanging out there. And I'll be very honest with you. The kings of the kings, or whatever you call them, they've got PR companies, buddy, while doing it. So you as a fan says, okay, hey, X, Y, and Z artist, I'm a big fan. Thank you very much for that song. Yeah. Wicked track. You get this stupid guy sitting in some third world country replying to him because the artist himself's not busy. Is busy.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't have time for his fans. But again, he's a superstar. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas I say stupid star. Because in this industry, bro, as you know, we are here today because of the fans. Because of people that appreciate our music. Appreciate what we've done. And to me, you know what? If artists something but DJ mere baro is respond to your own fans, man. They love and care for you. They follow you. I mean, I've seen when I was in Bombay last time, bro, people tattooing themselves with the artist's name.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a bit, yeah.
And those artists are the people that are having their PR company or their communications officer or whatever bloody titles you got, telling them to respond to them.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
So, good and bad, that's just my personal thing.
Cool, man. Let's get into one of your records off the album. Since we're on a heated subject, we know kind of like, what do you want to hear? We'll line it up.
Let's go with Jhoot Boliya. It's one of my sort of Thet Punjabi tracks that I really enjoyed making, and a little bit of history behind that is, it was a track really dear to my heart, and had so much fun doing it, and really, the fans loved it, and thank you. Thank you for everybody that showed that love for that album.
Cool, man. So this is Luv Randhawa right here, Jhoot Boliya on Desi Beats. All right, guys, welcome back to Desi Beats. We got Luv Randhawa in the studios, man.
Yes, this is fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Every week.
I need a co-host, dude.
Okay, I'm in.
When you retire, if you retire, you can be my my wingman. Let's talk about your music, bro. Yeah. Thanks for the record. I did buy it. I did download it, like I said.
Nice.
We already talked about the songs and stuff I liked on it, so I'm gonna definitely play my favorite. But
please do.
Your musical journey, bro. Let's talk about it. Kind of like who you've worked with, producers you've worked with.
Bro, man,
pretty much, bro. I'll be honest with you. I was gonna say pretty much in Canada, North America.
Yeah, North America. I've worked with probably everybody. I performed with probably 90% of the UK artists as well. Worldwide, Bombay, Delhi, we've done, with Mika Paji and there's a lot. We've not worked with them, but we performed the same venues, the same shows, and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The musical journey, bro, it's a long story. To be honest with you, you were there in the beginning. You saw it all transform. We all came out of, let's say, there's no camps, and unfortunately, people put this into little cliques and all this gandamanda. But you work with this producer. Oh my God! All of a sudden, you're that guy's artist. Oh my God! You can't work with anybody else.
Yeah.
To me, I've worked with everybody because you know what? The only way you get better as an artist, Anayara, is if you learn from everybody. And you know what? We're always learning in this industry. Doesn't matter. Even if you're the superstar of superstars, you are always learning. And you know what? I was in studio with Harj Nagra, for instance, for the new track.
Right, I saw the snaps. I'm looking forward to that, bro.
Yeah,
Harj Nagra's on fire right now.
He's a brilliant young producer, and you know,
watch out for him, guys. I'm telling you,
he is damn good. To be honest with you, and you know what it is. It was fun. You know, there was no, oh my God, tu aa galt kiya, tu aa kita. He's laid back, chilled. He watches, he listens, he understands. He puts his own beats to where the track he thinks it should be, you know? And you know what? I love that when you have a young man that is so creative.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's what the industry needs more of. It's not the same bloody Pro Tools, you know, the same bloody beat. Every track, every single thing has got, yo man, every single bloody thing has got a rap in it. Every single thing has got a, you know, there's no change in music anymore. It's the same Gandhaman.
You don't want my take on this one, man. That's a separate show. Let's get into the scene. Actually, before that, I know back in the day you worked with Signia. That was kind of cool, and you moved on. They moved on. He's doing bigger and better.
Big things.
Delhi to which I've got coming in the studio as well. Hopefully soon.
Big ups to those boys. You know what? You know when we say world music and we're taking it to the next generation.
Yeah,
that's what those boys are doing.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know what? And they're keeping their roots alive.
Yeah, they're
keeping their culture alive. And you know what? Yes, we had our good things, bad things between the band at the back in the day. Or, we had fun with Sanj and I. Within Karma now, it came out of that. Everybody evolved out of that sort of camaraderie when we first started as a band. Signia wasn't a band first, but it became a band, and then all of a sudden the band changed it to 4 different bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the good thing about it is everybody evolved to their own personal likes of music.
Yeah.
And that's what counts, and that's what really is the true thing about music, is that it's an international language, and you know what? If we can't make it bigger and better, what's the use of doing it?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think it was good for everybody.
Oh yeah,
you all progressed and stuff. What was working with Bikram Singh like?
Oh, Bikram.
That was cool, man. I like Bikram Singh. I think he's one of my favorite sort of North American artists.
You know what? Working with any North American artist, like just a little bit off on the side there, is an honor for me. And the reason why is because my biggest thing is to help out every artist out there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter if they're Ther Punjabi, new wave, rap, anything. I'm into teaching everybody and working with everybody.
Yep.
They could take something from me, I could take something from them. And Bikram did that for me. We had spoken about 10 saal pehla ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ Luv, I want you to come and perform at my show.
Cool.
And I said, what show? And he goes, Basement Bhangra with DJ Rekha. I said, that'd be kind of cool, right? Come back to New York, because I haven't been there for 3-4 years pehla na. And then Bikram goes to me, you know what, Luv, I want you to open up for me at my launch party. And that's an honor when someone asks you to do that. You know what I mean? That's a big thing.
I mean, a gig's a gig, but beside that.
I mean, I've always respected him as an artist. I mean, he's blown up the industry in that side of the world.
Yeah, them and Tiger Style, man.
Yeah,
oh, man, what a combo.
It's a great combo. So Bikram and I sat back and then, after the show, and I said, Bikram, I got an idea. He's a lawyer. And he does this as a passion. You're a bloody lawyer. Why would you need to do music? Siddhi gal hai. But again, he wanted to teach, kids, family, next generation, music.
Right.
And being Punjabi. So we sat down, we did the song, Nick produced it. Big ups to Nick, did a great job on the track. And then he goes, Luv, aaja. Main kaha kitthe nu? Kehna aaja. Main kaha where? Kehna New York. Main kaha kyun? Kehna video kitcheni hai. Because he liked it so much.
Yeah.
And then big ups to Raj, Tiger Style, for taking the track and taking it out to the world.
Yeah.
They did the, all the
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
They did everything for me on that
I've been
track.
trying to get them on the show too, man.
You know what? Those boys have changed.
You got hookups, Luv? Hook it up.
I'll get them to give you a shout.
You know when you talk about the Twitter fans?
Yeah.
I harassed them, bro. When are you gonna come on? You'll see it on my timeline. I'm like, he's gonna block me.
No, bro. You know what? Those guys are so humble, and much respect to them as well. That whole camp, the Bikram camp, Gunjan. I've worked with all 3 of them.
That's cool, man.
And the big thing is, that's the thing when you said what do you like working with and who do you like working with?
Yeah.
I like to work with real people.
Yeah.
I don't need this, just because I have a platinum record here that you probably bought from Save On, and say, I've got this, I'm the best producer, I'm going to charge you $5,000. Well, guess what, dude? You're not going to make that $5,000 back. So don't waste your money. Yeah. As an artist, don't waste your money. Unless you got 50 shows lined up that's going to pay you, you know what I mean? X, Y, and Z. So, working with guys that are true and humble, that, that have work their butts off in this bloody industry.
Yeah.
Those are the people that I want to work with, and I keep working with moving forward.
So, I mean, you're continually working now, right? Obviously, I know you're in the studio now working on some stuff.
Yes, big stuff.
Your family, your kids, man, they proud of you?
You know what? My kids are very
they're
proud.
like, Bas ka dad boho get home.
Yeah.
You know?
I could say that about other people in the family that have said that, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
dude,
and that's...
come on, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, you know what, bro? Jiri agandro hundi hai na, you have to take it out somehow.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been doing it for so long, I ain't stopping yet.
Yeah, that's cool.
And to be honest with you, the project that's upcoming now is the album's coming out in a month and a half, 2 months.
Cool.
The first single's coming out second week of May, and the album is going to be entitled. The first one, this last year's album was This Side of Love.
Yeah.
This one is The Other Side of Love.
Cool.
Transformation.
Cool. So it's kind of like a flow or a story or something.
Exactly,
cool,
bro. You know what I mean? Working with RD or Manj Music, RDB.
Yeah.
Working with these guys that are just always making something new. They'll send me a beat, or I'll talk to them on the phone or whatever. You learn so much from these guys because they're at such a high pedestal now.
Yeah.
That you can't stop when you work with these guys.
Yeah.
It used to be friends. It used to be, oh my God, we're gonna bring them for a gig. Now it's, brother, let's do something. And and that's how Manj is with me, right? So it's nice. And Nick, the same thing. Nick's like, he has a beat. Okay, I want you to sing on this.
Yeah.
And it's respect when someone says, you want that, your vocals out there. So I mean, it's pretty cool.
No, it's cool, man. Yeah. That's awesome.
And I've worked with everybody from Intense, sick producer. Big up to the IMM boys and that whole camp, because those guys have done some major stuff in Bombay, and I'm proud of them. Delhi to Dublin. With Sanj and I, we did a whole bunch of stuff. Manj Music, Nick Chowlia, Sunny Brown, Culture Shock. I've worked with everybody. I've performed with Mulkeet, the DCS, Shin Paji, and those guys. To Shinda Paji, Jazzy. All the people that we all as artists look up to.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're legends because they work their butts off.
Yeah, no, I agree. Even I produced a couple of tracks on the Signy album.
Yes, bro.
Which I got queued up.
Wicked.
But you know what? Before we cut into the song, let's talk about the scene, or the lack of, whichever way you want to look at it. Specifically here, let's talk about Vancouver. Where we talk about you don't have to comment if you don't want to, but
honestly,
what's your take? I'm curious because
because I'm going to rip into a few people, not personally, but we'll leave names.
You all
out.
know,
Yeah, you know what it is, bro. I'm sick of it. To be honest with you, I'm sick of the people that are so-called promoters. Sick of people that rather bring an artist out from somewhere else than respect their own here. Have gigs that, I need this person, or guess what? We can't pay you because we've got to put this artist up in a bloody 5-star hotel from wherever he's from. It pisses me off because the amount of power Vancouver has worldwide. Okay. Because I've traveled the world now. Yeah. I must say I've done quite well for an artist on the West Coast or the Western Hemisphere.
Okay, that's cool.
I've traveled a lot. When I go to India, where are you from? Vancouver. Vancouver? Oh my God, Jazzy भी उत्थों आया, हरभजन you want to
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of weight.
We've got
the
biggest of the best out there.
It's too bad they've done nothing for us. Sorry. Oh, did I say that? Oh, my bad. Bad.
No, but what?
Bad.
At the end of the day, you know what?
Sorry.
The promoters here, bro, it makes me upset. They don't give your own a chance. I remember hearing a few years ago, Love Up Milla Karna, I need you to help out. Bring out all the forefront of every single artist out here. Yeah, but Love Up paise hai nahi apne, inna nu leke, paise den. So what the fuck do you want these guys out there for, to be honest with you?
Yeah.
Why should you do a show for free?
You know what?
It's your time, your family you're taking time away from.
This is their roti pani, right? Like a lot of these, say what you want, they may charge X amount. The amount's not the point, right?
Yeah, it's not the point.
This is what they do,
You go to a producer, bro, the producer's not going to say, okay, just because you're pukka, your family's hungry, I'm going to do a track for free. No, the producer's going to say, this is my cost because mera inna time lagana.
Yeah.
So promoters should understand that shit too.
Yeah,
that album there, bro, here, pass me that album. This album, let's be honest, okay, cost about $10,000 to $12,000 to make.
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay.
Including the videos. Videos on top.
Videos on top.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
yeah.
Return.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I say.
Yeah.
I look back and go, okay, here's the bank account. Oh, thank you, TuneCore SoCan, for giving me X amount cents for each month.
So what you're saying is basically this is a cost that you're going to have to bury.
Yep.
And basically trust the system whether it blows up or not to get the shows.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what it is? It's not about for me, it's not about making the return on that. Let's be very honest.
Okay.
For me, that was a passionate project on my first solo debut album.
Fair enough, yeah.
Right? And people, Halle Takabi, are downloading it and respecting it. Because it was something different. Okay? You know, you have a track, you know, let's say Mitrandipur that's hit whatever billions of or millions of YouTube hits.
Yeah.
Okay? Fair enough. You gave Jazzy that chance. You put him on that platform. You put Shindabaji on that platform. You put, you know, Harpajin on this platform with his new project. But you know what? There's artists underneath that as well that are keeping the scene alive in the trenches. Okay? Yeah. They are on a world tour. They're only going to come see you once every 3-4 years or 2 years. Artists here can see you as well. When I had a booking a few weeks ago, this is the best story I probably thought of and remembered. I had a booking a few weeks ago, and it was a private party, corporate.
Okay.
And the guy goes, "Here you go, Mr. Randhawa, here's a check." And I looked at the check, and I saw a lot of zeros at the back. Tika? And I said, wow. In my head, okay, I minus that from the project.
Yeah.
Okay? So am I broken even? Getting there. Not there yet, but getting there.
That's good. I mean, at least it's progress,
something. But then I'm making new music. Will there be kharcha?
Yeah, so you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Right? Yeah.
So you know what? My thing is respect every artist, top and bottom, and really work with everybody. And you know that's the thing. And the promoters, you got enough talent here.
Yeah.
I've seen the same artists getting booked for the silliest shows. And you know what? Okay, yeah, you're gonna charge $300. Why? Don't fucking undercut the people that have been here for a long time. And don't just because, you know, you're new, you know, just because you have what was it? The best thing is, you know, I had an artist, right? Listen to this. Yep. An artist told me that goes, "You have a bad attitude. And
have a bad attitude.
People don't like me." I said, "Oh, fair enough.
You have a bad If you have a bad attitude, I must be an asshole."
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I said, "Sala kal tu to sala jammaya." Right? And you're telling me that I've got a bad attitude. How many songs do you got? How many records do you have out? Oh, one song, one album? Okay, yeah. I've got a bad attitude. Why do I have a bad attitude? Because I'm trying to say it straight.
Yeah.
If you think I've got a bad attitude for that, but you know what? Do me one favor. Just because you got a few fans now, a few little girls chasing you, and you got a few guys that think you're the next big thing, learn, understand, go through the bloody trenches, then fir baaj, aake, then tell me I have a bad attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
you know,
I could. That would piss me off too, bro.
Bro, you know what when like guys like yourself, Jesse, Sidhu, all these guys that say it straight, I've got the utmost respect for, because you know what, a lot of artists don't say what they really feel because of those things of backlash.
See, the problem is, love is the fans only see, you know, the goody. You know, you spending the dollars, you shooting videos, and you know what I mean, balle, right? They don't see, you know, you writing out the checks, or you fighting with the director because he wants you to do something that you don't want to do, but you have to do it, or blah, 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 or you're in the studio fighting with the producer saying, that sounds like shit. Yeah. I didn't pay you for this, or whatever it may be, right? And
bro, half the money out there is black money that these fuckers are using out there for the industry. Let's be very honest. You know what?
You're first, man.
They haven't.
Desi Beats exclusive.
They haven't honestly worked their butt off at, let's say, the mill or a Mac store, convenience store, or a liquor store, and built themselves up. They haven't saved every single damn penny they had to do this, or whatever they could actually spend for this project for their kids.
Yeah.
So when these artists come out with these big fucking videos and big bloody balle tracks and 50 goddamn, you know, record labels and record people behind them, don't give me that shit. Please.
Yeah.
You know,
you should interview me, man.
Apne hathan di kamai de naal tusi karo. Work hard. If you've got a good label, work with them very tightly and make something big.
Yeah.
You know, artists in Vancouver, I've got to give them that much. A lot of these guys here are hard workers. They've got other jobs, or they do DJing gigs, and they've come out with this product. And you know what? Big ups to them, because they've worked their ass off, and that shows in their product.
You know what? I'll say something because of my show, because I fucking can.
Yeah, why? Damn right.
I agree. They work hard.
Yeah.
But they're not consistent. I'm not saying they're not consistent, and they give up too easily.
Bro, you know,
that's my biggest beef.
Bro, like, I gave up. I told
the amount of times, like, if the amount of times someone gave me a penny for the bullshit I went through DJing the past 25 years, I'd be fucking rich, bro.
Oh, 100%, bro. You guys, you, Andy, all these guys, you know, MIB, you know, all you guys, what you guys did to the industry. Forget about what you guys done for music here, what you guys have done in the industry, and the name you guys still have to this day is huge. But again, as you said, consistency. You know, I gave up. After Signia split and moved on, I gave up. I said, okay, focus on my family, focus on my kids, focus on this.
And rightfully so.
I mean, and rightfully so. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But there was still that ugg inside me that said I had to do it.
Yep.
And you know what? At the end of the day, I saved up every penny I had, every gig I did. Still, even when I wasn't doing new music, I brought all that money and I saved it up and I said, you know what?
Yep.
Ale parlo. Do something with it now.
Yeah.
Make the music, do the videos. And you know, where I work and where everybody works, you know, out there, you got to, if you want to do it nicely, do it respectfully, do it with integrity, do it with pure passion and love.
That's it, man. Speaking of passion, love, and money, man, I got this perfect song queued up, man.
Hi.
One that I produced. Yeah,
Yes.
I produced it, so I'm going to play it. Luv Randhawa, Carlo Asham, baby. All right, welcome back to the show. I bet that brought some memories back, yo.
Bro, I remember sitting in the studio with us. You remember that? With Billa, you, me, Sanj, Nick. And we were sitting there laying those vocals out. And I'm like, how am I going to sing that? And then I remember the concept. Wow, man, that was like, again, reminiscing.
Yeah, man. It was good times, man.
It was good times. You know what? That video did so well.
That was fun.
That was so much fun.
That was fun.
And, you know, people respected that because, you know, North America was doing jack shit back then.
Yeah. It was good, man. It was good times.
It's very good times, man.
Let's get to some personal matters.
Oh, sheesh. I thought we were
First of all, good on you about, I noticed, you know, I'm on your Instagram and stuff on social media. I know, you know, healthy living is really big right now for you.
Yes, bro.
You know, you look good, bro. I mean, you lost some serious weight.
Tonnage.
Talk to me about that. Like, what was it? You just sitting there one day and like, God damn it, I gotta do something, or what was it?
You know, bro, I mean, a lot of personal stuff in that equation as well, but it's tough because you know what, when you go through a lot of stuff in life, everybody goes through ups and downs, and Tika.
Yep.
And everybody goes through what they want to look like and what they are. Okay, we all want to be that poster boy Calvin Klein model. We all, everybody,
for sure,
does, right?
Yeah.
For our family, for our thing. But for me, it was for my kids. To be honest with you.
Oh, cool.
And they're my biggest inspiration. I am my nephews. You know, they're all my biggest inspiration. And to me, it was like, if something ever happened to me, okay, yes, you know, that's one reason why I started music, which you know already, is that my kids can hear my voice for the rest of their lives without daddy there.
Wow, that's cool, man.
And that was my biggest inspiration of coming back into the scene, as well as doing what we did back then, you know? But, you know, the health personal thing, I was getting too heavy. I was just depressed. I was mentally not there. You know, I felt it in my body. I felt it, the weight on my head. You know, if you get what I'm saying? You know, you always... quick food, quick eats, you know, let's bloody well utte jaake roti kha liye, you know. And then I thought, Dan, one day, honestly, I mean, I woke up and I went to the doctors the next morning, and I sat with my doctor. I don't know what the hell happened to be there. Doctor Ganda, love, listen, you better sort yourself out. Yeah. And you know, we all do putekam, you know, but at the end of the day, mine was the weight, and I ballooned up to 265, bro.
Wow, okay.
And now I'm at 190. So,
wow,
yeah,
wow, man, props.
Thanks, thank you.
You know, it's good.
Much appreciate, much respect.
It's important, man. Your health.
You know what? Health is wealth now, and I realize that now because you know you have to work with the right people, nutritionist, you know, a trainer in the beginning, you know, all these people that help my journey move forward, huh? But again, it's a lot of commitment from yourself too.
Yeah,
you know, up in there, you have to have the right organic foods, you know, that, you know, all that stuff. You know, you see Jazzy and everybody else doing it, and they're all working out, they're all doing. And I said to myself, why can't I do it?
Yeah.
You know, it's not about me looking good on my video or my, you know, photo shoot or whatever. I'm proud of where I've got to, but I know there's so much more to go. So for me, you know, it's nice, and I appreciate the respect everybody's giving me on the Instagrams, the Facebooks, and the Twitters and everything. But there's still a lot more to go. And then what I mean by that is not just that way. Musically, the growing forward, living life to the fullest. You know, somebody asked me what these tattoos say.
I was just gonna say, man, what's the story on the tattoo? Well, obviously, I know, but
yeah, but my kids.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got my son Joven and I've got my daughter Sinea.
Yep.
And in life, what is your biggest two things? Is your right and left arms.
Yep.
And those are my right and left arms, bro. Oh, so I'm doing it for them, and it's a dedication to them.
Yeah.
Every time I screw up, I look at it
Yeah.
And honestly, I sometimes see eyes coming out of this, especially for my daughter. I'm going, Daddy, don't do that, don't do
it's
that.
It's a good reminder, bro.
It's a huge reminder, But it's something that is personal to me. But I'm happy to share it with everybody. Just keep being. For anybody needs help out there, I'll tell you my story. We'll sit down, we'll chat about it. If you email, I'll tell you what to eat, what not to eat. It's not rocket science, bro.
I'll be honest with you. Mm-hmm. You actually inspired me.
Okay.
Myself, my wife too. Mm-hmm. We've pretty much started as of this week on a healthy living thing too.
Oh, well done for that.
I got a relative up the road who's he's a trainer and stuff.
Good.
He came over. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Mm-hmm. It's fucking hard.
It is.
But I need to do it as well. And the same reason is, I don't want to go to a park if my girls are running and I fall over and die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can clearly see I still have a lot of shit to say.
Yeah, 100%. I can see that. And I'm going to interview, you know what? And for the viewers, honestly, guys, I'm going to interview this man because I'll tell you one thing. This man's got a lot of knowledge. He knows the industry inside and out. He's got true takes of what the industry is all about. And you know what? People have to hear your voice on it. Thank you for doing these shows.
Hey,
but
man.
People got to interview you because you've been there, done that, and you're seeing more and more guns out there.
You know what it is, man? It's the whole point of my journey DJing, musically. I just like you, people know I learned classic singing for 5 years, right? Mm-hmm. I just wanted to do something that would move the culture forward.
Yeah.
The problem I have is, we went through the whole rant about artists, this and that. We're going to talk about that, and we'll touch on it right after this. My biggest thing is, and I say this every week, I say this all the time, people come in, if you're part of the culture and you're giving to the culture, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But if you're part of the culture and you're taking away from it, get out. You don't deserve to be in it. And that's been my biggest, so now I want to get into the part, let's talk about, the youth or generation, Y and Z, they're coming up. They want to, get in the industry. What's some words, advice, do's and don'ts, whatever it may be. What would you want to tell them?
Dr. Bano, flipping out, do something educational, get a good job, that sort of. If you're really, really, really passionate about it, don't just because your dost mitra kande aaho pee ke do dram la ke kande gala ke boli chhad le, and all of a sudden they say, oh balle balle kar. Yeah. You know what? There's other people out there that can do that, and just stay out of it. Seriously, just honestly. Let's be frank. I mean, people said it to me. Okay, I did it because I had a passion. I had a burning
I said
desire.
It to you.
Yeah,
didn't I?
Yeah,
I'm being real here,
and we are being real.
This is important. All we said was, look, if you want to do this, go in all in.
Yeah,
learn, teach, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all I ever said. Right?
Exactly.
No one said don't do it in terms of our, what we did. We're just trying to encourage you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you took those words,
bro,
whoever it may be, to the point where,
we're here today, here interviewing each other.
And that's important for these guys.
The big thing is, bro, at the end of the day, there's so much gund in our culture right now, especially out here in North America, with upperdates trying to be something that they're not. Let's be honest. They are living a different lifestyle that, it's not cool. Okay, you don't need to be that yo, gangster wannabe, all this bullshit. Have some respect, ijjat for your family, your family name, your respect for your culture. And it's not about trying to do something that you're not. If you're a singer, you're a singer. You're a rapper, you're a rapper. You know what? Be yourself though. Be unique. If you want to come out into this industry, be unique. You're not Tupac. He's dead. He left a legacy, and it's always going to run. You know what I'm saying? You've got guys that are pretending to be the next Tupac. Don't. Be yourself. And if you want to be in the industry, again, as we both know, is learn, understand. But the biggest thing is, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to even get haters on this, is respect fucking each other.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Respect the guys that have been there, done that.
Yeah.
And respect the people that are coming up. And don't ever put anybody down in this industry. Be respectful to all, because you know why? At the end of the day, you never know when you're going to need that artist. You never know when that beat is going to be sick. You never know when it's going to happen forward 10, 15 years when your fan base is changing. We as artists have to change with the times.
Yeah.
Okay? There used to be Dharmik Geet, Dharmik to Tadi Geet to, Pangra or Boli or whatever it is, right? I mean, there's always an evolution. And music is the same thing. Music is an international language. And you know what? Don't look because, oh yeah, I'm going to get the most hits on bloody YouTube or I'm going to get something extra. It's not about that. Think about why you're doing it. And that's my biggest advice. Think about why you're doing it. Again, if you want that 5 minutes of fame, mere ghar aaja, I'll give you a mic and you can sing in front of me and I'll put it on YouTube for you for free.
There you go, man. There's a wicked offer right there.
Yeah. You know, there's producers out there, bro, as you know, that will just take the people's money. Because you know what? They got to pay their mortgage too.
Yeah.
So there's producers out there that are going to put out shit. And they're going to say, you know what? मैं तेरे लिए कीता, तू superstar बन गया पुत्रा. At the end of the day, if your fans aren't going to like it and people aren't going to upload it or download it, you know, you're not going to make that return back.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. I think there's got to be a healthy respect. But in the same token, if you are an artist, you also need to respect, you know, like, for example, like I'll come in here and slate a song, right? Mm-hmm. Like I may say, love, you know, blah, 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 this song is horrible. But that's not...
No, you have. Which I learned from, though.
But it wasn't a shot on you.
No.
It's exactly. Just I didn't like that particular song. That's
all
it is,
or
right?
the producer, what they did, how
Whatever,
the producer worked with my vocals.
Yeah.
You know, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to respect you for that because when that album came out, you said, love, good, shit, good. You need the honest advice, bro, because you know what? At least I won't make that same galti again.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, but I mean... Again, you're here from the 604. My whole thing is if you're going to produce a record, great. But, you know, it's got to all align itself. And, you know, it's just me. I just want to see the best out of everyone. And it's just my two, you know, part of my problem is I butted in the conversation. Like I called you, I'm like, blah, 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 right?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't have to.
No, you didn't.
But then, you know, I wasn't able to sleep, bro. I'm like, no, you know.
No, but again, I mean, again, you know what? I've heard so many artists these days, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people coming up to me recently, and it's not funny anymore. They've come up with me and said, you know, Baji or you know whatever, mera geet hai. And I'm thinking, okay, where do you live? Number one, how much money do you have for this project? Number two, do you have a record label? Do you have somebody that's going to promote you? Nahi Baji, our producer ne mere to $10,000 liya. I go, how much?
It's a lot of
the
cash.
poor guy makes maybe $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
And he's spending on one track, he's spending $3,000 just for production.
Yeah.
Not the lyricist, not the bloody video, not his time that he spent away from his family. And I'm like, oh, Twaddy.
Yeah.
I go, you've already been ripped off once. Oh yeah, but India ch main already 15 gaane PTC ne aa karna, oh duje ne aa karna, oh flanne ne aa.
How much did that cost?
Yeah, and then you know what? We added it up that day, and I'm not joking. It was 45G.
I believe it though.
Because everybody under the rock wants to be a star. Everybody underneath that has a little bit of Jameen want to sell it and become a singer because they think that 15-20 minutes or that 5 months of fame is going to make them X, Y, and Z.
You know what the problem is, Love? And I've said this before. It's because our industry says you will be a star. The industry, you know, makes it seem so easy that anyone can come up and sing and you're going to make money. That's my biggest beef with the industry. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like, oh, that's all good, man. You got 10K, no problem. We'll make you a star. It doesn't work that way, bro.
It doesn't, because you know what?
It doesn't fucking work that way.
It's everything. It's a total package. You know, there's singers that we personally know here that are maybe too heavy or maybe too skinny or maybe too dark or too light, not that good looking. You know, the girls aren't going to like it. The guys aren't going to like it. You have to have a bit of a package. I'm gonna be very honest.
Now you do. It didn't matter 10 years ago. When we were singing, it didn't matter.
No, it didn't. But now you have to. You know, at the end of the day, you have to have the voice. You have to be trained properly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm trained. I'll be very honest with you. I enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
I'm an entertainer. Okay.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted me to sing right in front of you now, I can.
Yeah.
But if somebody said, okay, here's that Ustad ji, that Ustad's gonna rip me a new one. To be very honest.
Yeah.
But when it comes to entertaining, I'm here to entertain the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, entertaining's totally different.
Yeah.
And funny you mentioned that about our generation, and I want to make something clear here. The reason why it worked 10 years ago is because none of our music was ever played on TV. So our generation is used to listening to music through the ears, not visually. It's a big difference.
It's huge.
All this stuff is common sense problems. And people like, you know, like they fucking make it like some sort of thing, right?
On the album, I swear to God, Manj said to me, love, I want you to put this video out of this track. Because you heard the album, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, I want you to put this video for sure out. I didn't have the budget for another video.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any money off the album.
Yeah.
So why would I do another video and waste money?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're right. Visually, it was. Before it was a Discman and the bloody old Sony Walkmans, the cassettes.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, or records. You know, and if you listen to those old records, you hear every single thing that's played. You hear every single instrument that was done.
Yeah.
You hear the spit of the singer on the mic.
Yep.
You hear the musicians. You can hear a musician mess up. Because those tapes used to cost a lot of money when they recorded.
Yeah.
Now, okay, button double. Okay, nahi more ke go. Okay, hold on, let me just auto-tune. Okay. Yeah. Nahi, I don't like this. Tum bhi pa deo, bitch. Okay, yes, it's easier to produce, but you still have to have a brain to produce.
Yeah, you still need the strategy.
Yeah, you have to have. It's a game plan now. Before it wasn't a game plan. It's strategically set up.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not joking when I say this. Somebody gives me $50,000 today, that singer will be a superstar tomorrow. And the reason why is I'll send them to the right people.
Yeah.
Send them to the right producers, to the right record labels, to the right PR company.
Yeah.
And that person will be a superstar.
That, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because the amount of emails I get from this show about how do I do this, how do I do that. Contact Luv. Speaking of your contact information, man, how do someone get a hold of you? And
info at Luv, which is Luv Randhawa, RANDHAWA.com. You can contact me there. Also through my website www.luvrandhawa.com.
Yep.
Facebook Luv Randhawa, Love Music Online. Everything is LUV. You know, honestly, guys, if there's, I'm not saying I know everything, and I'll be very honest. I'm still learning, and I respect the teachers above me and in front of me. I'm still learning, but what I can share with you, not just on my struggles, but artists that I know personally, please never hesitate and ask me. I had a singer from Chicago phone.
Yep.
Okay. Brilliant voice, bro.
Yeah.
Brilliant voice. And he said to me, he goes, Paji, idda main geet, kadna chahunda ya. Main kaha thodi market kehdi hai. Right? That's what I wanted to know. Well, he tried to be a shero shady. Okay, he tried to do the Dibbi Maksoos Paji's way of doing it, and he goes, Paji, mere geet idda de bane hua and all this stuff. And I said, Paji, and I'd never ask, but I had to ask this kid because he was good. He was damn good.
Yeah.
And I go, थोड़े को पैसे कितने हैं इस project वास्ते तुसी जिरे जम्मे side ते legitimate question.
Yeah.
And he goes, Paji, mere ko $2,000 hai. Okay, and I said, okay,
it's enough to get some pictures done.
Yeah, exactly, and maybe half a song produced, maybe with on a Fruity Loop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, bro, you know what? Do me one favor. Keep that gem that you have inside until you're ready to bring it out.
Yeah.
Okay, and I said it to him with all due respect. He's a very good friend of mine here. I did a show for their wedding in Calgary a few years ago, and he said, Love, you did this for my family. I just want to ask you, can you help this guy out? I said, bro, I will help out anybody.
Yep.
And he said this to me, and I said, you know what, bro? Take it easy. Save your money, then come out. But do it on a scale, because your voice, I haven't heard something like this in, honestly, 20 plus years.
Wow, that's good, man. Hopefully, this kid.
Hopefully he does it, bro. Hope he does it. He's unbelievable, and it was an honor for me to be even part of that equation.
That's cool, man.
Guys like Nick, Harj, Raymond. All these guys are here, the producers, I'm saying, not saying overseas, but here. Go to them, get their advice, get the, from people that have been in the industry, yourself, me, Raju, for instance, get the advice, learn the song. For Raju Johal, who I've got the utmost respect for as an artist, even though he's junior in the sense of younger than me, taught me how to get to where I needed to go on that song.
That's cool, man.
And that, to me, was an honor to work with someone like that. And, we did the collaboration for Tolte.
Yep.
Was one of the biggest North American selling tracks, that I got recognition for. But it wasn't just me. It was Inder. It was Guggen. It was the camp that did it.
Record,
And the thing is all these people taught me something sitting with them in the studio. Yeah. Even though there's junior artists than me and there's people that are new to the industry at that time as well. But I learned something, what they do. H Thumb, he's a big influence of me when I'm on stage, entertainment-wise.
Yeah.
RDB, Manj, back then when I was on tour with them, was a big learning thing for me. Because I'm like, oh my God. You know what? There's not just Thet Punjabis here anymore. Let's be very honest. There is a whole different market out there.
Of course there is.
And they have tuned their skills to that market. Yeah. And I learned so much of the brothers, all three of them on stage, kicking ass.
Yeah.
Culture Shock, the new generation of entertainment. You know, Manaki Baji was there, Nindi Kaur. I saw the way everybody interacted with the industry people and also with their fans. And that's one thing, please, if you're an artist and you have some fans, treat them with respect and love, man. Because I'll tell you, they will double, triple, quadruple, and going forward, respect every single one of them and your peers. I mean, Cully and I, you know, may he rest in peace, we sat up all night. Okay, I mean, we sat up all night the night before we had to go to Toronto for a show. We chatted, we had a laugh. I learned so much about the UK industry, India, the way everything's done, the way, you know, Snoop came into their picture of their, you know, Singers King. But see, the thing is, I still remember those words that he said to me.
Yeah, words of wisdom.
Mulkeet Baji, you know, we did a show. We've done 3-4 shows together now. And every single time, anytime he wants you to say, love, I want you there.
Yeah.
And the reason why is he has that respect for me as an artist, because he understands what I could do on stage. And I understand what he can do on stage and what we could do together.
Yeah.
You know, and that to me is huge. And learning from someone that's a legend and been in the air 25 plus years, there's a reason why he's still around.
Yeah,
because he knows his shit.
Yeah, well, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. Any last words for your fans, bro?
Honestly, thank you. Honestly, ਤਹਿ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ, you know, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ support ਕੀਤਾ ਇਸ time, you know, in the last 13 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, which I can't remember now. But honestly, you know, I do it for a passion for my own self. I do it for a passion for the people that have respected me over the years. I do it for, you know, for my kids, in the sense of that they have daddy's voice for the rest of their lives if anything ever happened to me. You know, I thank you all for always being there and teaching me a lot along the way. And you know, the new stuff is coming out very shortly. Transformation, you know, the other side of love. First video is being shot in 2 weeks, so you know,
cool, man.
2 weeks to keep training.
That's good. Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, and the album's coming out in mid-May. And realistically, you know, please just do me one favor, everybody that's listening and watching the show. Support every artist. Buy legally. And it's not a catchphrase. It's not some bullshit that we say as artists. It's seriously, support everybody. Don't just bloody well torrent it or do all that Gandaman download, all this shit. You know, because you know what? Sadi jiri mehnat there. If you keep doing that, and I'll be very honest, there's some artists that can't come out of into the industry.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's dead.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. And people that are doing shows, give the new artist a chance. You know, junior artists a chance, because you know what? You'll be shocked what these kids can do. You know, and you know, yes, the legends are legends. Keep giving them the show, because that is also roti, you know, and pani for them as well. But support everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't understand what the hell they're saying. If you like their beat and you know the producer's doing well, whatever, support that producer, support that PR company, support these people, because they're doing something for us, the fan.
Yeah.
You know, and if, you know, the fans have to respect what the artists are doing as well, because that is their mehnat, that is their kamai, you know, and you know, support shows like this, because you know what, at the end of the day,
God damn it,
no bullshitting around, because you know what, this is a platform for every artist to come on here and say their piece. Open invitation, baby. And that's a respectful thing about anybody doing like this. And I mean, you've been doing it for a while now, and I learned so much about my peers by watching this. Shin Baji, I watched Intense. You know, I'm like, what the hell? That is true. This is what is needed.
Yeah.
You know,
there's got to be a realness. I think that's the part. I think that's the biggest problem with the industry. To me, I'll be honest with you, it's fake.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I can't change that, but it doesn't mean I have to be part of it.
No,
so
bro.
For me, we need that realness back.
You know what? It's
we need that realness back.
As we know, those days of realness are gone because of the bloody social media, all this social stuff that's going on, Twitter, Joe Bagaraga. You know what? It's all about campaigning, marketing, and seeing how many hits and likes and whatever, fake YouTube hits, and how much you can buy your own track on India and then Australia and then bloody well Fiji. You know, how many Punjabis live on a small island? Oh my God, I hit number one. Yeah. You know, there is a lot of fakeness like that. You're right, Aman. But you know what? If they want their 30 seconds, you know, or 30 seconds or 1 day of fame
on iTunes,
on iTunes, or their the best is the BBC. I've spoken to a very, very, very close person, and I'm not going to name names, but one day they're number one, and then the next day they're number 15. So guess what? Basically, your fans will speak the words, and the fans will support, and that track will keep going and living on.
That's dope, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out, bro. Really appreciate it. This was it was a good interview, man.
Thank you.
I love the conversation we had. It was good.
No, that's real, and I respect that. I respect people that are real like that. So
that's sweet, man. So watch out for his new stuff, man. This is Desi Beats. I'm out.
Peace.